Hello, Morgan here from Opinion Meter. Here today to discuss a new enhancement around adding users and managing privileges through rules. Now, this is really helpful when you have a lot of users to add to an account, or you have an enterprise account with multiple sub-accounts, each with different users, each with different privileges. So we've added a few new features to help expedite setting up your accounts, sub-accounts, users, and privileges. So I'm in the main console here in an enterprise account. I'm going to go to user management and click on user list. I could also just click on add new user right from that shortcut, but I wanted to show you this module here. So this shows me all my sub-accounts, and Russ Enterprise is an enterprise account, obviously. I'm going to click on one of these, one of the sub-accounts, and in this sub-account Stan, we have, 6 different users. So let's say I wanted to add a user to Stan. I can go down here, create new user, and I can select my account because you can access any of the enterprise accounts from here because I am logged in as the enterprise user. So I'm going to select my account that I want to add a user to, and we've added this checkbox, autofill from parent. So the parent is the account that we are selecting here. So what this does is it autofills the common fields so you don't have to retype these because we're assuming each account will be most likely in a particular region, and there will be a high likelihood that that region will use the same common fields, company name, address, state, those kinds of things. You can always override these, of course, by highlighting and retyping, but so that's one helpful feature we've added. And let me just go through this. I'm just going to call this Stan 6 and add a password. And I'm just going to put in a decimal for the hint. Answer question, first name. Now this is unique, obviously, so I'm going to add my contact details and a phone number and an email address. Okay, so that's really the only unique things you need to put in when you're using the autofill from parent feature. Everything else is autofilled for you. You can add these optional features if you wish. So now when I submit, I'm brought directly to an assigned privilege screen. So step 1 was registration, step 2 is privileges, and now what we've added is you can assign privileges very quickly rather than having to go through and select all the radio buttons individually. You can either use a rule, and we've created two rules, and I'll show you in a minute how you can create your rules. I can go ahead and say, oh, this is a minimal user, so they're going to get a limited number of privileges. As you can see, only a few of the radio buttons are enabled, and there's tons of features you can turn on or off in any user in any account. Or if I know I want to always pull from an existing user's privileges, which may be a rule or may not be a rule, I can select, let's say, Stan 5, and now I have Stan 5's rules. So this saves you from having to fill out this page, which you should really only have to do when you're creating a rule, and that will be used as a macro in the future. So if I scroll down, I can either save or save and create more users and just continue through this process. So we really feel like these few features we've added here will help expedite those customers who have multiple users with either the same privileges or different privileges. Now let me quickly show you how you can set up rules. Here in the sidebar, in the same user list, we have rules, and you can view, add new rules, or apply rules. Now let me show you apply rules first. This will show you all the users in the account you're in. And for example, let's see, let's just go to Stan. I can either set, any of the services that are available there, and I can toggle on or off and then apply. So you can always set your your rules, which are a group of privileges, in one sitting from this screen. So if you want to just create users and not set their individual privileges, you can do it here later. So that's one thing to know. And then adding a rule is extremely simple. It's like setting up a macro. So we had what? We have minimal and we have maximum, let's say medium user. You can create a description if you want. Let's just select sub account. So now I can either say full access, no access, or individually go through and select the parameters that I want my medium user to have through here. And you only have to do this once. Let's just add a few there, and you save this. And now this has become another rule in my available rules in this account. So whenever I add a new user, I will have this rule to pull from that dropdown. Or if I just want to go in and do, update all of my users in one fell swoop, I can go here and say, okay, now I'm going to change Stan to medium user because that was the rule I just added. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you today. Hopefully this will help expedite those enterprise customers especially who have multiple sub-accounts that are tiered and multiple users under each sub-account, and in some cases unique privileges for each of those users and sub-accounts. Thanks for your time. That's it for today.